It's already, maybe I shouldn't have started it yet.
It's recording right now?
Yeah.
I don't know if I can stop it though.
Yeah, I wonder if you can pause it.
How do we know if it's recording works? Well, I don't. I mean, other than I can see it working. But the video's.
Recording in progress. Like, that's not okay. I don't know. I assume it can be. It didn't do it last.
You want to record in anything.
About the police, do that, so.
He texted all of us and said, Scott and Randy are out of town, and I said, they said the police committee's gonna be Dan and I. She goes, police has been canceled. But,
Here's your update then. You should have given before.
They make it, yeah, they make it now.
Dan stopped a lot of people on Doyle Road,
You walked them in.
right in front of my
I
house,
think I had,
and every time my dog went crazy.
always like when Carnival comes around, because then it's like shooting fish and barrel.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean.
Hi, right?
Yeah, Dan told me what I have to help it. I don't know.
A minute and 8 seconds. Anything I should know about in these?
No.
Okay.
Says right on there what they are.
I know. But it's easier for me to ask than to go through all of them.
Just count the front pages, tells you what they all are.
$80,000, paid back to their cook. Finally got a bill from Burlingame.
Yeah, for 2014 to,
No, 24, not 24.
or 24.
Not that
From
far.
who?
The lawyer.
The lawyer.
There's Tim.
Mhm. Still hasn't learned to wear a seatbelt.
Go dig at him right now.
Yeah.
That would be hilarious.
You already got one from Dave.
You call this an order.
Oh, can we let Kim in?
Oh,
Oh, did you let herself in?
Hi, Kim.
Timmy.
Timmy, are you there?
Afternoon.
Hello.
What I don't understand is when we're talking and hear that, it's like it doesn't,
Register.
it's not showing.
Right.
Did she just text?
Kim.
Coming in right on time.
Well, but it says there's like 2 holes in here, and so now like the council chambers isn't showing up. Like when you guys are talking.
Could I ask when she hear it?
You should ask her, did you log in as yourself?
Can you
Or-
hear us?
That's what I don't understand, like city language is in here twice.
Well, so I sent it to her email.
Hello.
Told her to make sure she doesn't log in as herself.
I can't hear you guys. She started.
Wasn't any good to start the meeting, if you can't hear us, why can't you hear us? That's what I don't understand. Microphone is on. Speakers are going.
Are you recording, I Zoom, or are you?
It automatically started recording, like she set it up so when as soon as I started it, cause it's, as soon as I hit go, it turned on. That's.
Yeah, I heard you.
Hi, Kim.
She's on. It just came on the video, so she's on her computer. Like it worked. That's why I don't understand, when they tested it, doesn't like that. It's working, but it's not. So she's.
You want us to start or? Here you go. Find the comfy one. I can hear you in here.
Right, because Kim's logged on in here. And I can see you guys in here.
Can you hear us?
No.
She must have.
Just not through the computer. Let me just go to the,
The microphone with that camera.
Hmm?
Is the microphone and that camera like together?
No, they're separate.
Okay.
So I was wondering if,
Cause I have one of those cameras for work. And every time I log into a meeting, I have to unplug it and plug it back in for the microphone in it to work.
okay,
We'll go back to who installed it.
well, we're gonna get that remedy, but we just started today.
I took the picture and we set it up the exact same way in the picture and
Can you hear us now, Kim?
Installed this.
Can you hear us now, Kim?
we can't.
The fact that she's not logged on here as the clerk. Like the city, like the city
city?
is logged on twice.
I don't think that should impact the volume or sound. It's not having, you know. It is calm. Um. You didn't go live on YouTube, did you?
No,
No.
I didn't do anything but start the meeting. So she's responding now, so I'm not gonna call her.
I don't know how long it's taking to it to go through. I don't know if she's like in her room or.
I just think it's weird that now in here. Like, I can't see, if you guys can't see yourselves.
Yeah.
She said she can see us but can't hear it.
I don't see. I mean, because if I unplug it, then in theory. The laptop or that microphone should take over, but it doesn't, so.
workers' comp increased. So. Not really foresee that one, I did increase it, but I didn't increase it enough, and then the cemetery. Department, our fund is. Over. Went from 28 to 33.
We need to, or can we re-up them?
Yeah, so basically you guys just have to approve that I'm gonna put the numbers in that we are gonna be projected to. Use by the end.
Okay.
And you guys approve it and
The
have me change it.
total change is how much? Or
Very.
I'm probably looking at it, but not knowing it.
I messed up my order on my papers. I didn't do a total, because I did by department to show that we aren't increasing. So everything is decreasing except for the two. So like these are,
This one,
yeah, that one
that one.
and that one and the cemetery. And everything else is going down. So we actually still are going to bring in a revenue of.
So
100.
we were 68,000 higher on revenue than we anticipated.
Mhm.
And then these were higher than,
Actually, they're gonna be
Budget.
lower. So the
but
red,
the red
yeah,
are higher than budgeted.
right, which is way below this 60,000.
And the fire department being over,
It doesn't,
didn't exceed the millage.
no, that's just what we paid out to them. So we collected their millage from everyone and then we paid that 69 out. So we collected the 69 and this is where it's going out. So it came in, it came in our revenue and where the
Well, with the tax.
property taxes, yeah, so it came in there and then it comes out here, so it's a wash.
Yeah.
But I put it on there because I'm gonna change it. For when we end and close out our fiscal year. But yeah, it is just a wash, but it's just to see,
It's just a journal entry.
yeah, it's a journal entry that we get due and then the auditor will ask for it.
We just need a motion to
Yeah. approved.
do the
Mhm.
change.
Yep, so I can put the general entry in.
So made.
Well,
Make a motion to
Okay.
accept the changes
I'll
to
second
the
that.
24-5
Right down there,
budget.
Leonard motion.
Alright, and then the next one is. Recommend the council 2025-2026 budget. Next one's the new budget that's coming up,
Yep.
that we talked about,
Yep.
we just have to approve it to put it into
Yep.
place.
And nothing has changed. With that, I did just get today, I got what our insurance is gonna be for 26 and it's going down. A couple of things increased, so we might have to do a budget amendment, for like our vehicles, they increased. But there's other areas that decreased, so it ends up in total being a decrease in what we paid last year, but just a. FYI, when we do amendments, a couple of them might need to be increased, but other than that, like I haven't changed anything. From what you guys have seen from the,
Last book.
last couple of meetings, nothing has changed.
I had a question on the DDA captured value.
Mhm.
That's the value of the property and then the taxes are figured upon that value and comes out to 58,470, correct?
Yeah.
So we bring in 557, we actually have 499,
Yep, and the 58 goes over to the DDA.
right?
Yep.
Any more questions, concerns, comments?
I'm just commenting.
You can hear now.
Um. The bond. The 2017 bond,
Mhm.
that is due when,
So the payments for it,
or, and sure, that.
or when it matures? Well, so
matures.
when it matures, it'll be the 27, or it'll be 26, 27.
So
like that
it's
fiscal
a
year.
10-year bond.
And then those payments come out in the spring and in the fall.
Is it the same amount every time?
Mm.
It varies.
Just because they just take how much it is, the interest is gonna be, and then they divvy it up for 10 years. And you have if you want to bring the binder in, I can show you how it breaks
Actually,
up.
I've got it.
Okay,
No,
I can
you
show you.
mention it.
It breaks down the schedule. And and
Okay.
it tells you up front what you're paying.
Okay,
Usually it increases with time. Instead of it being a lot at the beginning, it starts off small and it increases.
that way they get more interest.
Well, the interest is upfront. You know what you're paying upfront. So
True, but if you paid aggressively, wouldn't it be lower?
depends on the actual bond itself, because there's so many different
What the
bonds.
rules are.
And those ones we'd have to read the binder more and see what the rules.
I wrote myself a note, see what.
Anything else we need to talk about before we?
On the budget, I don't think so.
I saw everybody got a raise.
Mhm.
How much? As a percentage?
Each individual
Well,
was
in total.
different. I put, so what I didn't do wages, they're on that, what I sent separately to everybody. I sent an email, that looks like. That's. But it's for each department and it compares this year and last year's. And then one thing that I added to the bottom of each department in the budget itself. It shows like the general fund revenue is increasing 10% and expenses are increasing like 4%. So each fund has that on there too, so you can see that.
When did you email this?
Um,
Some time ago.
a couple weeks ago, but after
Never saw
the
it.
meeting, the last meeting, I told Jason that I would email it out to everybody. I can send it to you. It has
Well,
everybody's,
if you
it
did
has
send it-
everyone.
I should have it.
Yeah.
You send it to the Proton?
Yep, and it shows the breakdown, so like this is DPW, there's one for the front office, there's one for police, there's one for cemetery. There's one for library, but I didn't fill that one in.
And all of those are in that email.
Yeah, it's all in one spreadsheet,
I'll
so
go
each
look at
tab,
again to make sure that I haven't overlooked it.
We got it on May 16th.
Okay,
and if it's not in there, then I can just send it to you.
And you only had dollar amounts, not
Yeah, I don't have
percentages.
percent. No, the only percentage I did was like at the bottom of each fund as a percentage of increase, decrease. So,
I mean, you do a typical
Yeah.
dollar amount, right, Dave?
Yeah.
mhm.
I'm guessing you probably do the same, Dan.
Yeah, well, the part-times are union, so,
Oh, okay.
and theirs is a dollar usually,
Right.
or a dollar amount. So,
I saw it's going up $2.
this year, and then a dollar a year after until the contract expires, and then they'll come back and see what that is.
And they get double pay for working holidays. But on Easter, they get double pay.
Not on Easter. We didn't have anybody work on Easter.
But it did say if they did, they would get double pay. Which I was scratching my head why is that different than all the rest of Easter. I'm done.
Nothing else from you?
I just wanted to touch base. So category B is going to be on the council. So category B is a grant that we get to fund for roads that C2A can apply for us. So that'll be on there. It's for $500,000. More information will be in the council. So if you have questions like after this that you want to ask before I'm going to council, you can. And then the purchase agreement, finally came back yesterday from Brian. Sign that and get that going. And we got word from Tritera that all the testing came back and looks really good. So we might not even have to do a brownfield and clean up the property back there. But I have a meeting with him Thursday. And then the library contracts came back from Burlingame. I sent them to the library, and now the library lawyer wants to just communicate with Burlingame to fix everything.
After several hours and lots of money, it'll all be as it would have been.
I can tell you the library's lawyer is not cheap.
Well, we don't have to pay for it.
Right.
So and when I talked to Burlingame, he said this is gonna be a tit for tat.
Mhm.
And when we sent it over, she wanted to just meet with him instead of going back and forth a million times, so. I don't know if that's happened yet, but that's where we were with those.
I mean, she's very good at what she does. She's not cheap, so.
And that will go back and forth because he's went through.
Right.
What he went through a couple years ago, so he doesn't agree with what she wants, and so I don't know how that's gonna end up.
Okay.
So that's all I had. Mhm.
We'll adjourn the meeting. Thank you.
This category B grant, it's a grant.
Yep.
250 and